Hello and welcome to Titanium Taurus Tarot, and today I'll be doing a reading for Taurus. Okay, so this is for any planet or star you have in your chart under Taurus. If you do, great. If you don't, great as well. You probably have a message in here for you, so keep an ear out. And if you are a cross-watcher, I welcome you with open arms. Seven knows I was a cross-watcher for many of you myself, so I get you and I got you. Now, the way I work is that I first pull cards from the Radlech Valentine Fairy Tarot deck, and I clarify those with Brian Fowler's Fairy Oracle, and if I need any further clarification, I use Sylvia Netzer's Mirror Truth Lenormand deck. Now, we all have an intuition, and it's key that we learn how to use it, so check out the video I post on Monday for that. And a reading is like a snapshot of the possible future that might arise if you continue doing what you've been doing up to this point. If you don't like it, change what you're doing. As simple as that. Now, with that being said, my gorgeous Tauruses, let's get into your cards. Yes, please, the angels and guides. Anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Tauruses? Oh, okay. Do I? Yeah, okay. So you got the Four of Spring pointing towards the left. Now, cards pointing towards the left to me mean that they're happening slowly or they happened in the past. Excuse me. Okay, that's card number one. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Tauruses, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Tauruses, please come forward and share. And you got the Prince of Spring in the upright. Interesting. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good. Okay. And then you got the Princess of Spring in the reverse. Alright. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Tauruses, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Tauruses. And the next card is the King of Autumn. Well, you had another one that came out, so I'm going to check that too. And the King of Spring. You know what, I'm going to put the King of Spring in the forefront. Princess of Spring, Prince of Spring. Interesting. All that's left is the Queen of Spring, and we'll have a set. In any case. Okay. No. Okay. Now. So let's clarify, shall we? Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Tauruses, please come forward and clarify why we have the Four of Spring pointing towards the left. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Tauruses. And you got the Loun with Mike the Mayomancer at the bottom of the deck, followed by the Rar card. And the Guardian at the gate. Very interesting. Okay. Now, please, angels and guides, and from the highest good, okay, who has a message for my Tauruses, please come forward and share why the Prince of Spring is here in the upright. And you, first card that the the card that fell, okay, is Jehovah with Singer of Transfiguration at the bottom of the deck. Woo! Luminous Doom 2. Well, Luminous Doom is behind the Singer of Transfiguration. Now, please, angels and guides, anyone with the highest good who has a message for my Tauruses, please come forward and share why the Princess of Spring is here in the upright. Please, angels and guides, anyone with the highest good, and you got the Glenkener with Epona's Wild Daughter at the bottom of the deck, followed by the Sage. As well as Communication, should I say Arvo Parrot, which stands for communication, so, and the Birth Mother, and the Dark Lady, as well as He of the Fairy Sword. And I'll stop pulling there. So please, excuse me. Okay, so please, angels and guides, anyone who has good or has a message for my Tauruses, please come forward and share why the King of Spring and the King of Autumn are here in the upright. Please, angels and guides, and you got the Maiden with the Singer of the Chalice at the bottom of the deck, followed by Iris of the Rainbow, followed by the Fawn, followed by the Singer of Intuition. What? Okay. So, let us begin, shall we? Yes. First card you guys got is the Four of Spring towards the left, pointing towards the left. Now the Four of Spring is the Four of Wands, and the Four of Wands is happy home, happy life, right? But to me, as a reader, it having come out pointing towards the left, it means that this happened in the past or it's happening slowly. So, in either case, this card says, be grateful, you have much to celebrate, deep feelings of peace and happiness, a contented personal life. Pointing towards the left. If it has already happened, you have already tapped into this energy. If it's happening slowly, you are stopping, you are doing something, or someone is doing something to like make this energy come in super slowly into your reality. I don't know why, but someone is. So someone or something, or you yourself. I prefer talking about you, but I understand how people might take it the wrong way. So someone or something is putting a halt to this. If it hasn't happened yet, someone is slowing it down. Could be you, could be someone else. Okay, now, though, for those who lived this in the past, it indicates to me that it was love given. No, it was unconditional giving and receiving. For those who haven't yet attained this Four of Wands energy, maybe your love is conditional. I was actually talking about this today. Conditional appreciation. It's not the best. No, it ain't. Now, the next card you guys got is Mike the Myomancer. Now, Mike talks of small clues, details, the messages everywhere, and patience. So if this hasn't happened yet, okay, I'm feeling that for those who this has happened, I don't need to clarify anymore, but for those who this hasn't happened yet, okay, this Four of Spring energy, Four of Wands, maybe what is necessary is that you start looking at clues that are everywhere, that are spread around everywhere in your reality, okay? And that you take and that you be patient to figure these out, because they will lead you to solving this issue. Next card. But once you do solve this issue, you will tap into a lot of energy, a lot of energy, because the Raw card talks of pure potential, okay, and wild energy, pure potential. Basically, once you handle this unconditional, what was it again? Once you get a hold of this energy of the Four of Wands, meaning feelings of peace and happiness, okay, you will definitely be able to tap into the wild energy, pure potential. Basically, it's as if you will have started yet again, and things will be set back to point zero, so you can start from scratch, is what I'm getting. And with that starting from scratch, you will definitely be able to go through a portal of some sort, okay? Because this card, this is the Guardian at the Gate, which talks of passage to new life, openings, gatekeeping. So you are evolving, you are maturing, you are growing up, you are going through something difficult, or not necessarily difficult, but you are understanding something and you are expanding your edges. I like to call it that way. Basically, it's you are expanding your boundaries, just like the universe that is ever expanding, because the universe is still exploding, so it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger every single day. We still don't know when and if it'll implode, but up to this point it has only exploded and it's still getting bigger. Okay, so that's what you're doing. You are exactly like the universe. You are growing and spreading your edges. That's how I like to refer it to, your boundaries. And if ever you have any question about that, just leave me a comment in the box below and I will gladly explain, or try to explain. Next, you have the Prince of Spring. Now, the Prince of Spring is a very charming, self-confident, passionate, restless individual. Okay, you might be this person, or this person might be being attracted into your reality. Okay, so it says immediate action, a challenge you can successfully manage, a passionate relationship. So maybe because it took some time for you to get that Four of Spring in the up, for you to, because of all this time where you were uncertain of what you wanted to attract, and it took you some time to start attracting things, you weren't sure, so you basically attracted the Prince of Spring, which is immediate action, a challenge that you can successfully manage, a passionate relationship. Maybe you're new at relationships, or maybe that's the type of relationships that you want, that you haven't yet had, a passionate one. Maybe that's what you're attracting, because that's what you're putting out into the universe. I don't know your life. So, but the cards clarifying that are Jihobaya, which talks of imaginary fears, unreal hazard, and realistic caution. So, because, like I mentioned, okay, maybe you haven't really you never experienced a Prince of Spring energy before, so you're realistically cautious about it. You're like, how do I feel about this? Right? You're like, just take a step back, please. Let me get used to this idea of your like charming, self-confident, passionate, restless energy, because I'm not used to this at all. Then the next card you have is whatever this relationship is going to be, this new relationship that you're extremely cautious about, it is totally going to transform you, okay? Because the Singer of Transfiguration talks of transformation, transcendence, and metamorphosis. Yes. This new person might shake up your roots. They're so much, just so much. And I think maybe just for a little bit, until you get your bearings about you might feel a little self-defeated. Well, you might be self-defeating. You might feel self-defeated. Okay, you might feel some self-pity, be like a little destructive towards yourself. But after a little while, once you realize that all this is just pure fabrication and you have no reason to be worried, okay, just because this person is a new type of personality that you haven't yet encountered does not mean that you can allow yourself to worry. All right, you start taking care of yourself because you notice that no one else can take care of you. You can only take care of you. The only person that is in charge of taking care of you is you. Okay, I think I'm gonna that's what I'm gonna name this reading. The only person in charge of taking care of you is you. Too small. Taurus. Taurus. Person in charge of your happiness is you. Yeah. Okay. So now that second set, all right, you have the Princess of Spring in the reverse. One moment, please. So, Princess of Spring in the reverse. Okay, and the Princess of Spring in the reverse is a pessimistic, sullen, uncreative, and uncreative and drained individual. This card in the reverse says it's not really a time to go after what you want, because at this point you need to go within and figure out what you want. right? At this moment, I feel like well, it's quite interesting that I did mention expanding your edges at the beginning of this reading, but my dear Tauruses, seeing as this card came on the reverse, maybe at this point in time, expanding your horizons is actually the least of your worries. And I feel like you have to stick to the textbook at this moment for XYZ reason. You need to get something. You need to well, in regards of the only person in charge of you is you, okay? You need to basically work on your foundations. What you base all of your stability on. That is what needs to be done, because first card you got clarifying is the Glankener. Now, the Glankener does talk of illusions, delusions, lust, projection, which means that you have a lot of stuff to work through. You or the other person that you're dealing with, okay? But the last thing on this card is clear sight. But for you to have clear sight, you first need to go through all that difficulty first. So you have some work cut out. You have your work cut out for you, okay? Then you got Epona's Wild Daughter, which talks of inner shadow work. Yeah, inner shadow, which will lead to growth, right? But first, you might have a little depression and all that fun stuff, you know. And you having gone through that difficult stage will allow you to gain the energy of the sage, which talks of wisdom, hidden knowledge, retreat, and old age, patience. You need to be patient about it, because it is gonna come. It is coming. There might take a little bit of time. Next, in order to make this come in quicker, you need to talk about it. You need to communicate with Arvo Parrot's energy. Okay? Next, you have the Birth Mother. And the Birth Mother, okay, talks of creativity, nurturing, productivity, intimacy, and sheltering. So you need to take care of yourself while you're going through this excuse me. While you're going through this ordeal, you need to take care of yourself first and foremost. Because if you don't take care of yourself, who's going to take care of you? No one. No one. But what you need to take care of you is already, it's in your subconscious. It's in you. It's ingrained in you. Okay? It's a subconscious power and wisdom. So you know this. You know this. It's just that you need to like kind of peel some layers of onions. You need to peel some layers off to figure out what it is you need to do. Okay? Because it is kind of a secret, but I mean, you just have to scratch a little bit under the surface to figure out what you need to do, if that makes any sense. And the last card for this set is He of the Fairy Sword. Okay? Now, He of the Fairy Sword talks of active principle, spiritual will, justice, protection. In other words, when you dig a little deeper, when you figure out what it is that you need to really be working on with the Dark Lady, you will be protected. Once you figure out what you need to do, you will be well looked after by your spiritual team, because they will see that you will actually be working towards something that is concrete. Okay? Now, for the last set, you have two kings. You have the King of Spring and the King of Autumn. So first is the King of Spring. Actually, this is how they came out. Okay, so first you have the King of Autumn. Really, was it? No, it's this way. Okay, I just read the King of Autumn first, but it was King of Spring first. And the King of Spring is innovative. I don't know about different people from different parts of the world, but here in Canada, we pronounce it innovative. In any case. So this individual is an individual. He is an individual, so that's good. So this individual is innovative, inspiring, wise, and theatrical. Alright? This card says a financial windfall. Your leadership skills are needed now. An unexpected supporter of your case. What's going to happen? Then came out the King of Autumn. Now the King of Autumn, okay, is a compassionate, accomplished, charismatic, gifted individual. This card says be assertive when it comes to what you know is right. Everything going your way. A good person or company to work for. Yep, so you're working for some, or whatever this combination of King of Spring and King of Autumn is, it is going to definitely be beneficial for you. And now the reason, most probably why this is because first you have the Maiden. Now the Maiden talks of joy, hope, auspicious beginnings, birth, growth. So whatever, this combination of kings will definitely allow you to grow and expand your edges. I think, oh my goodness, I spoke in Armenian. I said I sinken, as in. As in, what I mean to say, okay, is that this duo, this King of Spring and King of Autumn, will definitely allow you to grow. When I say expand your edges, I mean grow, mature. That's what I mean. Okay, so you are definitely growing, becoming better, becoming more, and beginning something new. Next card you got is the Singer of the Chalice. Now the Singer of the Chalice talks of trust, patience, creativity, hope, miracles. So you might be a little hesitant about this combination of kings in your reality, but this card is coming and saying, honey, trust it. It is going to take you above and beyond what you expected. Okay? Okay. I don't know why I say that, but okay. Next card, you have Iris of the Rainbow. And yet again, this talks of hope, promise for the future. So maybe at this point in time, with these two kings, you don't see this as such a good beginning or such a good luck. Something that I must have said something right. Something that will flourish and that will bring you a lot of returns. But it definitely will. I mean, you got hope here, hope here. You got three cards of hope. I mean, come on. 3 cards of hope, man. Then you have the Fawn, which talks of understanding the nature of nature, natural magic, wisdom, natural magic, natural wisdom, and yeah, that's what it says. So with all this hope and this new beginning, you are definitely learning something new about our reality, and that reality is in regards to the magic of nature. And with that magic of nature, you will begin to perceive things more, because the Singer of Intuition talks of perceptiveness, oracular powers, trust, and awareness, which is a lot. It's Whoa, Taurus, this is an amazing reading, okay? So if you like this and if you'd like me to go deeper into your specific situation, please contact me at the email in the box below and it'll be my pleasure to assist. In that same box you'll find a little description of this video and my price. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and click on that notification bell to be notified when I post new stuff, as well as leaving me a comment, because I adore comments. I read them all. I might not answer all of them, but I absolutely read them all. Okay, and my gorgeous Tauruses, with that being said, I wish you guys all a very good week, and I will see you next time, okay? Bye!